and they let the white man talk them into becoming part of his tool. And I'm saying that because it's true. This type of world we live in now is all perpetuated, engineered, orchestrated, fueled, and oiled, okay, from European garbage. That's why it says, warning, this video contains graphic images which some may find disturbing. www.toxiccops.com. Now remember, a military or Coast Guard sector, anything that has to do with weaponry, and they say they're protected, they're all protecting for the corporations. That's all. That's all. Every person on this earth is considered by these corporations to be their property. That's why they don't have a problem with the police doing some of the things I'm going to show you them doing. And they're supposed to be the ones that's out here protecting us. Okay? Let's see what's going on here.
In June of 2011, Ernest Gomez Jr. was wanted for domestic violence incident. Gomez was getting out of his vehicle when he was gunned down by Officer James Moody. On Tuesday, December 11, 2012, Officer Moody was cleared of any wrongdoing. Caution, the video is graphic.
Listen, I want to show you something. You see this right here? This is the hood of the police car. You can see this sector right here that's being filmed is being filmed from his car camera. Okay, I already looked at this. This is the first part of this that I watched, and I was so intrigued. I stopped right here. I didn't even get past this one. This is very disturbing. I want to show you guys the type of people that's walking around here having locks cut off people's bikes, giving these vehicles with guns and radios, mace, tasers, okay, police dogs, the opportunity to set drugs up on people, the opportunity to kill people, the opportunity to rape women that I know cases of. It's happened so many times. Prostitutes forced to do, gratification free, or I'll run you in, you just the second time, you could go to jail for all this stuff. All right, and then these guys have the nerves to walk around with their racist ass too, real racist, I see them, they be sorry as hell with those guns. I be thinking to myself, as soon as one of those motherfuckers turn their head, somebody gonna shoot their ass right in the neck. And you know what, excuse me for being bitter like this, but I grew up in Detroit. I saw them plant drugs on us. I saw them do a whole bunch of horrible shit back in the 60s up to the day when I left Detroit. I hate that city. I hate it because of the police corruption. Chicago, hate it. New York, hate it. All those cities back there. Somebody made a comment about Seattle not having any ghettos. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. Seattle does not have any ghettos, okay? If you really want to see a ghetto, I'm not trying to say Seattle don't have poverty problems. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying to you is, up here, when you guys say ghettos, you don't have a clue what a ghetto is, okay? I'm just telling you the truth. Until you see cars sitting up on milk crates with somebody shit in the back where they sleep in there and be ready to cut you with a knife for looking at their house, until you see cardboard boxes where people is obviously living inside of there, until you see women hanging out on the corner with leotards on, with G-strings up to their ass and suit coats on, all right, until you see a fool in the doorway with a freaking rubber band tied around his arm trying to find a vein to get him a hit, until you see the police running their ass down the alley chasing some thugs, and then you watch the police beat the shit out of them and go through their pockets and take their money and their drugs and leave them on the ground while you hiding, because you know if they see you, they gonna whip your ass too. Until you experience all that type of ghetto life, you don't have a clue what a ghetto is, okay? Now, I just want to tell you that if you have not seen a 13-year-old boy pimping a 17-year-old girl, your ass haven't saw anything yet. Take my word for that. He parked and waited on this man to come on. This was premeditated murder. Look at this. He waited for his car to pull up, speeded down here. Watch what he does. Premeditated murder. This is exactly what it was. He came there with the intent to kill this guy. See? 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 He set him up. His body action. Let me do it again so I can show you what he did. His body action
This
made this man respond the way he did. He set him up. He went to kill him. You can see that plainly. He waited on his car to come home. He was sitting there waiting on him to come home. Look at him. I'll kill you. Listen to what he says. I'll shoot you. That means I'll kill you. See? See, he had that gun out pointing at him, and that's what made that dude act foolish. And then he shot him 13 times. Now watch him point it at this lady.
Officer Moody shoots 13 shots in 4.2 seconds as soon as win. And by Officer James Moody. On Tuesday, December 11, 2012, Officer Moody was cleared of any wrongdoing.
Cleared of wrongdoing. See?
The video is graphic.
He was waiting on him. Went down there to deliberately kill this man. He didn't have no backup or anything. He didn't call for backup. He didn't do anything that should have been a part of protocol. That's what their problem is now. They just want to be super cops. They're racist. They have their own little mental hang-up problems, and they take it out on the private citizen. This guy's for domestic violence. See? Now listen. This man could have had drugs or anything that he was trying to hide. Look over here in the bushes. There's somebody on the side of the house. Okay, that's probably his sister's wife. Who knows? But look there. Didn't even want to come out.
13 shots in 4.2 seconds as soon as Will gets exits to pick a truck. 11 bullets hit him. Once in the head, 8 times in the body, and twice in the extremities, and 4 while he was already on the ground.
Okay, let me tell you guys something that goes on. This world is so crooked that the biggest assassinators on this planet is police. Okay, you can get the police to kill somebody in a heartbeat. They won't even care. They won't. They do it all the time. They become cops so they can walk around and be at the range shooting and all kind of shit. You know, they got these little egos and everything that make them feel like this badge and this gun makes me above the law. They beat up women. You know, when they get off work, a lot of them are alcoholics. Okay. They tell lies on people and plant evidence on people and all kind of stuff that can really make the average person hate the shit out of all of them, all right? Because it's all about them always coming around when something has went adverse, okay? They never come and knock on your door and say, you know, we just thought it'd be good to come and knock on your door and say hello to you today, and could we help you, do you have food? Is there any medical concerns that we can be kind of sort of involved with you receiving it today? No. It's always about extraction of money, handcuffing you, whipping your ass. When the slaves tried to run away, Popo came and got the ass. Okay, let's see what else is next, all right? Peace and blessings. Okay, Marriott Hotel. I stopped it right here so you guys can see what's going on. Do you see this man already has his hand on his gun? All right, the first thing he said is, don't move or I will shoot you, all right? That was before the man even got out of the car. See, he's doing all that to make something sound a certain way on his car radio. But we can look at what's going on. And that man is in no attempt to do any harm to him. He's just really puzzled. He's shocked, like, what the hell going on? I don't even think he knew the cop was there until the cop started yelling commands at him. And just watch and let me know if this is justified. And he gets away with this. He gets away with it with man, but see, he's going to see a sign.
Bunyan was getting out of his vehicle when he was gunned down by Officer James Moody. On Tuesday, December 11, 2012, Officer Moody was cleared of any wrongdoing.
See, they all work together on that bullshit. He could just kill somebody and get away with it. He waited on this man. Look, he waited on him to murder him. You see, as soon as he's in the driveway, here he comes pulling up. And look at his behavior. He comes out with the adrenaline set to do this job. And listen how he acts.
Hands up! Hands up, Ernie! Don't you move! Ernie, don't you move! I will shoot you! Hands up! Now! Don't you move! Shot fired! Shot fired!
See, that was an assassination. That was an assassination. You can all see that. This is who they are. This is who they are.
Officer Moody shoots 13 shots in 4.2 seconds as soon as Will gets exits to pick a truck. 11 bullets hit him. Once in the head, 8 times in the body, and twice in the extremities, and 4 while he was already on the ground. He died of gunshot wounds to his chest and abdomen.
And look at this poor wife. See, this is the LA shit I told you guys about that made me leave there. I don't know if this is LA or not, but this is the type of shit that was coming down there all the time. All the time. Poor lady. See, Karma gonna get his ass.
Running out of the home, heartbroken, and screaming at the police officer, he tells her to stay back. She rushes to her husband's side as her husband rolls over clutch in his chest. How many shots does it take to incapacitate an attack and drop the man?
Okay, here's the deal. That man never bared a weapon, okay? One time when I was in LA, let me tell you guys about this. There was a UPS postal worker down there that was at home one night. Police came and knocked on his door. LA is a hard city, so this man came to the door with his gun. It was two white cops standing on his porch that had been sent to respond to a domestic violence or some break-in report or something. But these bastards was on this man's porch. He lived in an apartment building. They was outside his apartment looking through. They were standing knocking on the door. But as from what the newspaper said, as he came out of the room, he didn't know who was at his door, so he had his pistol with him in his hand that was registered to him into his apartment. One of those cops shot this man from outside of the house through the window. All this stuff is racial brutality. That's all it is. Like I tell you guys, they give these white men guns, and these guys, they hate black men so much. And see, that's what I say to you Mexicans. Y'all want to sit around and try to act like y'all not black if y'all want to, but these white men is going to keep letting you know and keep reminding your ass who you are with their racism and their abuse of power. Now here it is. This man then got slain in his driveway for domestic violence that he probably had with his wife. And I know that she does not want him to be going to a graveyard because they had a fight with each other. Everybody have a fight with each other. But what is domestic violence that justifies this man coming over here? That's all they said it was about. Domestic violence. This man was assassinated. We don't know what type of thing he had going on the side, but this is obviously a legitimate assassination. I don't care what no one says. That's what we're looking at here. And this is the type of stuff they get away with. And this is the type of actions that make people be reluctant to come out and say stuff to the world. Like me. People tell me, oh, I can't hang out with you because you high risk, you high threat. You know, I'm sitting there looking at them like, you know who is high threat? Your stupid ass. When you see that saying, I work for the sun. I've proven that to you. If I work for the sun, why should I be afraid of these faggot ass policemen or these bitch ass judges or prosecutors, whoever the hell they are? I mean, get real. These people like this and all the corruption on this earth is all going to be firewood, all of it. That's why I came here, to find this, show it to you, to let you know where our problems start at. All these people right here is the big problem. Them, soldiers, lawyers, freaking all of them run the corporations. They are the policy backup for the corporations. All the lawyers, all the police, all of them. They ain't nothing but muscle for the gangsters. And look at this poor lady right here. She's sitting here looking at him. Don't you know that this woman can kill him with the hatred that's in her heart right now? Do you know how much body decay he's going to go through just from the mental energy that's coming from her right now? She's looking at him like, you motherfucker, you killed my husband. Can you see that? And then you guys had the nerves to get at me mad at me when I used a little profanity. And I'm Mr. Bad Man on the planet when I got to come out here and expose this type of activity. Now, how do I do that without getting emotional? My heart really feels for this lady. And you know what's really beautiful? That their children is not out there. I mean, that's the only thing that could make this even more tragic. This bastard right here is going to be served. Spirals is coming to get you, motherfucker. And then here comes some more. Listen, more gangsters coming. Now, how can you have